million miles from you. So I'm gonna let you go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever. Though you can't deny, hold it all inside. No, you can trust me, just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. I'll be around. Yeah. You're not scared of love, just scared of love. Alright, alright, enough. Just tell me if you want my love or not, or not. 'Cause I don't wanna be that one.
Hooah!
Still a million miles from you, yeah. So I'm gonna let you go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever. Though you can't deny, hold it all inside. No, you can trust me, just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. 'Cause I don't wanna be that one. No, still a million miles from you. So I'm gonna let you go. You go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever. Though you can't deny, hold it all inside. No, you can trust me, just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around.
Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Yeah. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup, yeah. But don't waste my energy, my energy. I don't got much, don't be wasting all my energy. I keep it tight, don't let nobody get close to me. My heart is right, don't question my integrity. No, I thought we would be just fine, and I thought your heart was like mine. But let me find out, you've been going around throwing shots, running plots. Come on, man, tryna block my blessings, but no need for comparisons. What's from me won't be from me. Yeah, I'ma go through just to grow through. But pay me what you owe me for, I make what you've been saying about me true, true. Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Yeah. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup, yeah. Don't waste my loyalty, my loyalty. I let you in back then because I couldn't see. But now it's clear you ain't ever been true to me. My intuition ain't ever lied, I had to leave. Handle your business, do what you think you need to do to get your revenge. But you won't break me, God as my witness. Past the point of no return, I'm on a mission. Tryna block my blessings, but no need for comparisons. What's from me won't be from me. Yeah, I'ma go through just to grow through. But pay me what you owe me for, I make what you've been saying about me true, true. Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Yeah. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup, yeah. Don't waste my
she's putting all of her cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that you'll be able to win this wrong. But she's somebody else in the making. First, she just gotta stop all the faking, and she'll be there. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Somebody said, don't be afraid of loving yourself, 'cause that is all you got in the end. You got in the end. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that'll make her feel better? Make her feel better. And that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. And that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own.
Yeah. I want a house in the hills I pay big bills for. I ain't got in pocket. I wanna empty out my wallet. I wanna stop motion, stand still. Wallace and Gromit. I wanna talk more endlessly. I wanna neurotically vomit. I want more dollars from my mama. I want a palace in Prada. I want a Gucci bag where I can store my sorrows and hardships. I wanna gold plate my finance. I want endless tomorrows. I want a lot more than I got right now. But that's the problem. You could give me every little thing I'd ever want, but I'd never have enough till the day I had it all. Yeah, you can give me every little thing I ever want, but I'd never have enough till the day I had it all.
Oh, I see what you want, baby, but it might be just a little more than I can give you.
Second thought, I want $1 for everyone, not just my mama. I wanna hit the ball out on random pedestrians. I want my questions to be answered till my brain bored and questionless. I want more self-assurance. I don't ever want to second guess. I want so to shut the fuck up. Less he trying to tell me yes again. I want so many best friends that I can't tell what friendship is. I want the diamonds, gold, and glitter. I want fast cars I'll never whip. I want it all till I'm empty in my castle of everything.
Oh, I see what you want, baby, but it might be just a little more than I can give you.
I want a pussy that
life that pay big bills and cheap thrills. Wanna mob out with my homies like Timmy, Tommy, and Dill. I'm not trying to be famous, okay, maybe a lil. Since I'm a rapper, I should buy me some grills and gold frills that I can sleep on while I contemplate pills and peep on, hold still. Might sedate you, just a fire at will. I got an appetite for hardship, big fish meets krill. Don't sleep, don't spill, I ain't got my fill. I want the beauty queen to make me show my pearly whites. The type of movie scene that make you count your blessings twice. It's not the only thing that's on my list, I checked it twice and sent it off to Santa's elves like I've been playing nice.
I see what you want. Oh, I see what you want. Oh, I see what you want.
You broke my heart 1,000,000 times. Can't count the times I made you cry. Oh, it's such a mess now, and we're burning out. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out, yeah, yeah, to work things out, to work things out.
It starts with being smarter than you were yesterday.
To work things out, to work things out.
Hey, Brittany. What up, Jamal? Michael Brown in the house. Kimberly, Rocio. How are you, Kim?
I know you're angry, babe.
I don't know why you don't want to go to lunch with me, Kim.
I get so
You live in Orange County.
The thought of losing you.
We've been talking about lunch for like 6 months, Kim. I've never even spoken to you in person. All I see you on my live is supporting my business. You're always buying clothes. You know, my team tells me who buys stuff from, that's right, I go live early. What's up, everybody? You know, they tell me when you go shopping at my website, it's a little report. You're so supportive. Kimberly, Theo, you're so supportive. We live right here in California. We gotta do lunch. I've been saying that since October. I never invite you. What do you think I'm talking about right now? Lakeisha, how are you? Gee, what up, man? Don't start with me, Kim. Don't get all bougie on me, Kim. I know you live out there in Orange County, I think, right? You live in Orange County somewhere. I don't know why I think you're in Orange County, but I think where the bourgeois reside. We're broadcasting live on Clubhouse. So everybody at Clubhouse, you need to come on over to YouTube. It's way more fun. Way more fun. All right. You guys, did you see how that switched up? See, listen, if you're at Clubhouse, you get to come on over to YouTube. We do this live. This is just a simulcast at Clubhouse. That's why nobody's on stage. I'm not even paying attention to the device that's broadcasting this on Clubhouse. So I'm not even sure who's down in the audience. But if you are over there and you like the audio and you just want to listen in, that's cool too. But you can do the same thing at YouTube. And you should subscribe to me over at YouTube. Just, follow me over at Clubhouse, but come on over to YouTube. It's much more fun. I put the link at the top. You'll see it right above my avatar. Tap it over there and you'll be able to see me talk right now live. This is live. What time is it? It is 11:16 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Los Angeles. So it's a much better experience. I appreciate everybody being here. What up, Cartel? Good to see you, bro. I'm glad you're here, man. That's right. Everybody type salute in the chat to enter yourselves into the contest. You know we do the giveaway at the end of the live every time. We do the live every time. Hey, Alicia. Alicia's here from the mix. Kevin Samuels told me I should read more. Yes, I'm excited for the Rich People Read Book Club. I'm glad you're here, Alicia. What's up, D-Lynn? Alicia, real quick, type the word salute in the chat. You see how D-Lynn right below you just typed salute, and then my system automatically told D-Lynn that she's present and accounted for? I want you to type salute in the chat too, Alicia, so you can be present and accounted for. My system is listening for anybody that types salute in the chat so they can automatically be entered into the contest. Thank you for coming. So, Alicia, I do 7 podcasts on this channel, on my channel. And this one here is the live book club. For those that don't know, Rich People Read is a book club where we read a book a month I didn't even do the intro. Welcome to another chapter of Rich People Read, where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. That's what we're doing. What we do over here at my channel, is I talk about the 2 ships, Alicia: entrepreneurship and relationships. Entrepreneurship and relationships, both of which I am a self-proclaimed expert. I've been in business since 1999 officially, but even before that. But officially, Rawls Enterprises was formed in June of 1999, and I've been an entrepreneur ever since. There was a small stint that I went to work for somebody in 2009 to 2012 because the recession hit, but then I've been on my own ever since. I have a wonderful staff of 7 employees. I'm a fashion designer and a fashion merchandiser. I am a creative director. I have an office. I'm at my office. This is podcast studio number 1 of 3. I'm at my office downtown in the fashion district. And all the things that I've learned over the last 2 decades in business, I try to give the game to people so they don't make the same mistakes that I did. So I talk about it. Historically, I talked about this stuff on Facebook and Instagram, but I found my way over, and I've always had YouTube. I even have other YouTube channels. In fact, a couple of my fashion brands are on YouTube. My largest one is Classy Club with a K, KK, Classy Club. That has like 6,000 subscribers. It has double the subscribers I have here, but that's a fashion brand, and I don't really post over there much. And so I found my way over here at YouTube, and I discovered that the community over here happens to be way better than Instagram and Facebook, both of which I'm somewhat popular, but I like it here at YouTube a lot better. And I like the interaction of the chat. I like the interaction of me and being able for people to see me instead of just reading what I'm talking about. It's just better. And I get it. There's live at Instagram and there's live at Facebook, but it's just not the same as YouTube. Plus, the YouTube is a much better search engine because if I go live on Facebook or I go live at Instagram, you have to follow me to even see my content. It's not like you can say, hey, you know what? Let me learn about Rich People Read, and suddenly all my lives from Facebook show up on everybody's newsfeed. It doesn't work that way, but at YouTube it does. So it's a much better platform if you want to get your information out to the masses. And then they allow people to make money over here. They monetize. I'm monetized. So, you know, the people, and a lot of people that you see like Bullish that just said salute, and other people in the chat, they support this channel by giving me super chats, and I take that and I pay my staff that helps me produce these shows. They do research. They like go out and say, Shan, this is what we found. What do you think about this? And then they'll write it up and they do all the artwork. They do all the artwork. They make the show look good. And that's because benefactors here at YouTube. Of the 7 shows that I do, Rich People Read is one of them. Why do I do that? Because I know that rich people read. I don't know any wealthy people. I don't know none of my wealthy friends that have big fancy houses out here in Los Angeles where I'm at do not have a library full of books. They all have libraries and they're all full of books. And I thought that was an interesting common denominator amongst all my wealthy friends. All of y'all got books. You guys all read? All of y'all read? And I knew that reading was important. I love to read myself, but I don't read books. I'm more of an article type guy. I'm more of a news type guy. And so I figured I could knock out two birds in one stone by doing a show live called Rich People Read, which allows me to read and do what I need to do, but I can also read to you guys. Remember, it's not necessary for you to read the actual pages of the book, Alicia. Instead, you could be at work right now, or you could be working out. You could be at the gym right now. You could be using your hands, and you don't have time to just sit here and flip pages and whatnot. But you could be tuned into me and treat me like an audiobook. It's no different than an audiobook. It's just that I'm just a little bit more animated. We cuss over here. Shit, fuck, damn. I use bad words. You know, we're all adults over here at this audiobook club. And I'm glad that you're here. For those that don't know, Alicia comes from The Mix. The Mix is Kevin Samuels' official Facebook group. There's a lot of knockoffs, but The Mix is the only real one. I'm a member of The Mix. Alicia's a member of The Mix. She found me over there. It's a small family. It's not even 1,000 of us. It's almost 1,000. It's almost about 900 of us in there. But anybody can't join The Mix. That's the thing about it. I think it has a queue of 7,000 people trying to get in right now. It's about 7,000 people trying to get into The Mix. We don't let any and everybody into The Mix. Alicia is one of the FBI members, feminine, beautiful, and inspirational women. Ladies, you must be feminine, beautiful, and inspirational to be a member of The Mix at Facebook. Fellas, you are the CIA. You must be confident, intelligent, and assertive to be a member of The Mix. Kevin Samuels only allowed a certain type of people to join The Mix. And Alicia, I'm glad you found your way over here. Thank you so much hopefully you subscribed. I don't know if you are, but if you are, thank you so much for joining us. We're reading right now The Richest Man in Babylon. So remember I just mentioned to you that I talk about the two ships, entrepreneurship and relationships. Well, with the books that we read each month, we flip-flop. So last month we read a book called Hold On to Your Nuts, right? Imagine that. NUTS, non-negotiable, unalterable terms. Every man, and it's a relationship guide for men, but women listen to it because women have to have some nuts too. Some non-negotiable, unalterable terms, especially in the dating and mating scenes. You know, we always talk about red flags and what you should look out for and how we should ignore them. That book helped us with that. The book before that was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The book before that was 101 Things Every Black Man Should Know. Before that was The Four Agreements. Before that was the Book of Obsidian. We also read Think and Grow Rich. We flip-flop between relationship and money. Right now we're reading Money, The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon. As it says, The Richest Man in Babylon, based on Babylonian parables, has been hailed as the greatest of all inspirational works on the subject of thrift, financial planning, and personal wealth. And so it's an easy read too. Look how thin this book is. It's an easy read, so we figured, why not knock this one out? Today we are on, I don't know what chapter it is, because the book kind of doesn't go by chapters, but we're reading about Meet the Goddess of Good Luck. Meet the Goddess of Good Luck. I'm glad everybody is here. I'm getting ready to get started. I want everybody to please put your headphones on. Turn your volume up. Put your earbuds in your ear. Turn your volume up. If you're at work, put one earbud in, keep one out so you can hear your boss when they call you. Other than that, you can hear me in the other ear. If you happen to have a copy of the book, a physical copy, The Richest Man in Babylon, please grab it. Grab a pen and a highlighter so we can read along. And if you hear something that is important to you, you can highlight or underscore that portion. And that's what I mean. So another thing is, I want everybody to actually get the books. I put the link in the description of this video. It'll take you straight to the right version of the book that we're reading. This book happens to cost a whopping, now be careful, I know everybody can't afford this. This book costs $4.95. I get it, everybody can't afford $4.95. But for those that's hanging out with me, I'm gonna need you to be able to fork out $5 at Amazon to get yourself a copy. Why do I want you to have a physical copy? Because when you get rich, if you're not already, and you purchase that estate or mansion or high-rise condo in your library, I want you to have a copy of all the physical books that helped you get to where you are. So make sure you're building your libraries, ladies and gentlemen. Every book that I read, I'm gonna give you a copy. You're gonna see me with a physical copy myself because I have a library in my house. And I want to be able to put a book in it I want the physical copy of every book that I have. Glad you guys are here. Let's get ready. Sheed is here, Alvin is here. Lakeisha is ready. Sherwin Thomas, what up? What up, Sherwin? Good to have you here, bro. All right, guys. Look at Lakeisha. She says she's listening. She's out running errands, but she's here. Exactly. Now, could she be out running errands with a book in her hand, standing in line at the checkout doing this? No. But Lakeisha is actually consuming the information in this book by listening to me. That's what's so sweet about this podcast. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you so much. Let's switch to the read screen.
Don't you hate when you tell somebody something and they remind you of what you said and you
That's
be a
what we're
woman of
reading
your
later
word
on
and you
today.
got to keep your word.
Hold
So
on.
it was this little boy.
I'm on the wrong. Y'all said that's what we're going to talk about later today. I was setting it up this morning. All right. I should cut that out. No, I'm going to leave it in there. I like that popped up. You guys got a little taste of what we're doing on Check This Out podcast in about 3 hours. Rashawn, what up? I'm glad you're back. Let me switch my stream deck over. I hit the wrong button. Rich people read. There we go. What up, Rashawn? All right, guys. This is only 11 pages, so we're going to read fast. And we'll be done in maybe 45 minutes because, I like to talk. And then I'll let everybody go. Meet the goddess of good luck. I believe the audio is good. Yes. Get your butt over here. Oh, this is fine. Okay. If a man be lucky, there is no foretelling the possible extent of his good fortune. Pitch him into the Euphrates, and like as not, he will swim out with a pearl in his hand. That's a Babylonian proverb. Basically, throw him in the river. If you're lucky, you'll come out with a pearl. You ain't gonna die. You're not gonna drown. You're gonna come out with riches from the river that you was thrown in. All right, let's go. The desire to be lucky is universal, everybody. It was just as strong in the breasts of men 4,000 years ago in ancient Babylon as it is in the hearts of men today. We all hope to be favored by the whimsical goddess of good luck. Is there some way that we can meet her and attract not only her favorable attention, but her generous favors? Is there a way to attract good luck? Good question. Is there a way to attract good luck? That is just what the men of ancient Babylon wished to know. It is exactly what they decided to find out. They were shrewd men and keen thinkers. That explains why their city became the richest and most powerful city of their time. 6,000 to, well, this said 4,000, so now I got to change the dates. 4,000 to 8,000 years ago, okay? In that distant past, they had no schools, they had no colleges. Nevertheless, they had a center of learning, and a very practical one it was. Among the towered buildings in Babylon was one that ranked in importance with the palace of the king, the hanging gardens, and the temple of the gods. You will find scant mention of it in history books, more likely no mention at all. Yet it exerted a powerful influence upon the thought of that time. This building in Babylon was the temple of learning, where the wisdom of the past was expounded by voluntary teachers and where subjects of popular interest were discussed in open forums. Within its walls, all men met as equals. The humblest of slaves could dispute with impunity, no, meaning they don't get in trouble, the opinions of a prince of the royal house. Imagine that. Only in this particular building can a slave go in there and argue with royals. and nothing happens to nobody. That's dope. Among the many who frequented the temple of learning was a wise rich man named Arcad, called the richest man in Babylon. He had his own special hall in the temple where almost any evening a large group of men, some old, some very young, but mostly middle-aged, gathered to discuss and argue interesting subjects. Suppose we listen in to see whether they knew how to attract good luck. The sun had just set like a great red ball of fire, shining through the haze of desert dust, when Arcad strolled to his accustomed platform. Already full 80 men were awaiting his arrival. Reclining on their small rugs spread upon the floor, more were still arriving. Sidebar, can somebody run the Google for me real quick and tell me how large a score is? I think a score is 7, 10, or 17. I'm not sure. But you know how they say 80 years ago, 12 and 80. Right now, it just said that, well, everybody, before we do that, throw your ones up. Soldiers, you know what to do. Throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
Thank you for the blessing. We just received a blessing from MC Recovery Wellness and Relapse Network with a super sticker of $5. You know what that does? That makes them the stream sponsor. Thank you so much for that blessing. Let me throw you up on the screen. That's what we do over here. And when anybody ever blesses this channel with a super chat or a super sticker or any kind of blessings where you guys are doing what you don't actually have to do, which is supporting this channel, I like to highlight them as people who helped. So I'm gonna say MC Recovery Wellness and Relapse Network has blessed this channel with a $5 super sticker. We tap that button and boom, they are now gonna scroll across the screen. You'll see them scrolling across the screen as somebody who supported this channel. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Soldiers, throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
What I mean by being number one isn't easy, it means that everybody is helping by just watching this show. Appreciate all the views that you guys are doing by just watching the show. But when you go above and beyond by helping with a super chat, like a $5 super chat, I consider you number one. You're doing more than you're supposed to. So being number one, I get it, is not easy. Thank you so much. Now, I was asking, can somebody else run to Google real quick and tell me, because I don't want to mess up my system. Run over to Google and tell me what a score is. How many? What is a score? Is a score 7? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 100? Like right here, it's saying, where did I leave off at? Let's see the building. Already full 80 men were awaiting his arrival. So I wonder how many men that was. 80. Is that 40 men? Is that 400 men? I'm curious. We're all about education here, right? So put it in the chat so I can learn and that everybody else that's watching this show can learn. Already full 80 men were awaiting Arcad's arrival, reclining on their small rugs, and they were spread upon the floor. More was still arriving. What shall we discuss this night? Arcad inquired to all the men. After a brief hesitation, a tall cloth weaver addressed him, arising as was the custom. I have a subject I would like to hear discussed, yet hesitate to offer lest it seem ridiculous to you, Arcad, and my good friends here. Upon being urged to offer it, both Arcad and by calls from others, he continued, this day I have been lucky, for I have found a purse in which there are pieces of gold. To continue to be lucky is my great desire. Feeling that all men share with me this desire, I do suggest we debate how to attract good luck, that we may discover ways it can be enticed to one. Thank you, Alvin. Alvin says a score is a group of 20. So whenever we hear 4 score, we know that's 80. Thank you, Alvin. I appreciate you. Kimberly found it also. A score is 20. You know, I had no idea what a score. But here's the thing. From today forward, we all know whenever we get into any intellectual conversation, anywhere we go, if somebody mentions score, we'll know what the hell we're talking about. That's what's important to me. That's why I like intellectual discussions. I only date women who give me intellectual conversations. I only hang with men who have intellectual discussions.
Jungle.
And Sherwin just joined the army. Real quick, everybody. So, soldiers, everybody, salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Soldiers, salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Soldiers, salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
We acknowledge people who join the army. Sherwin just joined the SR Army while we're live. I appreciate you, brother. Please email me so I can make sure that you get all the stuff that you're supposed to have. Soldiers, throw up your salutes in the chat. You know what to do. Sherwin, you'll notice that you now have a set of emojis that nobody else had, that you didn't have before you joined the SR Army. What is the SR Army? It's where we take our lives to the next level. I do content specifically for the members of my channel. I make stuff available to the public, but the members of the channel get content that others don't. Like we watch movies every week. Nobody else can do that except for the members. We have what is called BBM and BBW. Like I like my girls BBW, you know, like Drake says, but we're not talking about big, beautiful women. We're talking about be a better woman or be a better man. We also have Mission Possible. We also have Raw Wisdom. All that stuff is for the members and the members only. So thank you, Sherwin. I appreciate you supporting the channel by becoming a member. Soldiers, throw your salute them. Give them the salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hoorah. Now, like I was saying, we all know what a score is. A score is 20. I didn't know that. I had no idea. What did I say? 710 or 17? It's 20. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Thank you so much. Thanks, Alvin. I appreciate you, man. Now we know. So now there's about 80 men in here and more men were coming. See, now we got a reference. In this room that Arcot had in the Temple of Knowledge was about 80 or so men that came in every night just to have the intellectual discussions. It's almost like being at not a gentleman's club, almost being at like a social club. Like out here in LA, one of our most popular social clubs is the Soho House. You know, who goes to the Soho House? People with money to talk to other people with money. Maybe it's an author who's writing a book. Maybe it's a movie writer who's pinning the next blockbuster. It could be finance people. They just go there, they order a drink, they sit down and they have conversation. And if you see somebody else in the Soho House, you get up and you just strike up a conversation. Who knows? You might end up creating $1 million partnership. Well, that's what this was that Arcot had. So let's continue reading. I appreciate you guys. And thank you again, Sherwin. You are the stream sponsor. Let's go. A most interesting subject has been offered, Arcot commented. One most worthy of our discussion. To some men, good luck bespeaks but a chance happening that, like an accident, may befall one without purpose or reason. Others do believe that the instigator of all good fortune, let me swing over to this screen, is our most bounteous goddess, Ashtar, ever anxious to reward with generous gifts to those who please her. Speak up, my friends. What say you? Shall we seek to find it, if there be means by which good luck may be enticed to visit each and all of us? Yea, yea, and much of it, responded the growing group of eager listeners. Thereupon Arcot continued, to start our discussion, let us first hear from those among us who have enjoyed experiences similar to that of our cloth wearer in finding or receiving, without effort upon their part, you didn't do anything to get it, valuable treasures or jewels. Everybody that has experienced any kind of good luck, talk to us. Anybody that experienced good luck, talk to us. Everybody, throw your ones up.
Being number one isn't easy.
MC Recovery Wellness and Relapse Network has blessed the channel a second time, you guys. This time, twice what they blessed us before, $10. He says, 14th OG Popper Picnic in Carson, July 23rd. I posted on my page, kid friendly, family fun. Email it. Posted scholarship info. Dennis Sperling have me handing out. Okay, hold on. Let me write it down. And this is where? At Popper Picnic in Carson. I'll pull up. This is 14th. This is the 14th annual or original. I'm saying OG, the Popper Picnic in July 23rd. I'll be in town. I won't be in. I'll probably be in at Essence Fest on the 4th, but I'll be in town on July 23rd. And this is from MC Recovery, Wellness and Relapse. Everybody, I need you guys to support it, especially if you're in Los Angeles. If this is Carson, Los Angeles, I need everybody to support. All right? Everybody to support. And by the way, for those that's like, man, why you stop reading? When anybody blesses my channel with super chats or anything like that, that's what we do. So, just hold your horses because we always address people that bless this channel. Thank you. I appreciate the $10 super chat. So just throw your ones
Being
up.
number one isn't easy.
And I got it. This is the 14th annual Popper Picnic in July. I'm going to give that to my assistant, have her do some research, find out. And then if I could repost it, I will. I'll do it on my Instagram and on my Facebook. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. All right, let's continue. Oh, wait. I got to update because it's not $5 anymore. He put another, hold on. Put another 10 on it, which makes it 15. Cool. Uh-oh, where'd my screen go? Window. Hold on, you guys. My screen, something. Output video monitor. Off. My screen just disappeared on me. Don't do that. Where the hell did my screen go? God damn it. That's cool. I'll use the program screen and fix it later. That's how we'll do that. All right, let's continue, guys. I'll use the program screen and continue. All right. Well, I already read that part. There was a pause. So Arcot asked everybody, he said, listen, anybody that had any kind of good luck before, let us know. Hold on, you guys. Boom. Options, output, video monitor, M-Star, come back. All right, here we go. He said, anybody that had any good luck before, talk to us. Let us know. Let me know if you had any good luck before. All right. There was a pause in which all the men looked about, expecting someone to reply. He said, anybody that had good luck before that, came, like my man just found a bag of money. He's like, yo, let's talk about how anybody can go get good luck instead of just happen to stumble upon it. Archive said, all right, cool. That's a good discussion. Let's talk about it. Anybody in here had any good luck? First, let's hear it. Let's do some testimonies. Anybody in here had any good luck? Nobody stood up. What? No one? Arcot said. Then rare indeed must be this kind of good luck. Who now will offer a suggestion as to where we shall continue our search? That I will do, spoke a well-robed young man arising. When a man speaketh of good luck, it is not natural that his thoughts turn to the gaining tables. Is it not there where we may find men courting the favor of the goddess in hopes she will bless them with rich winnings? As he resumed his seat, he sat back down. A voice called out, "Do not stop. No, don't stop. Continue thy story. Tell us, didst thou find favor with the goddess at the gaming tables?" I'm assuming they're talking about gambling, right? Because they gambled back in the day. At the crap tables, at blackjack, in Vegas. Did she turn the cubes with red side up so thou filled thy purse at the dealer's expense? Or did she permit the blue sides to come up so the dealer raked in hard-earned pieces of silver? The young man joined the good-natured laughter, then replied, "I am not averse to admitting she seemed not to know I was even there. But how about the rest of you when you guys are out gambling, or you playing cards, or you playing poker, right? Have you found her waiting with such places to roll the cubes in your favor, to roll the dice in your favor? We are eager to hear as well as to learn." "A wise start," broke in Arcad. "We meet here to consider all sides of each question. To ignore the gaming tables would be to overlook an instinct common to most men, the love of taking a chance with a small amount of silver in hope of winning much gold. Gambling doth remind me of the races but yesterday," called out another listener. "If the goddess frequents the gaming tables, if the goddess of good luck goes to Las Vegas often when you guys are playing blackjack or roulette, right? Certainly she does not overlook the races where the gilded chariots and the foaming horses offer far more excitement. If she goes to Vegas, then she also goes to the horse races, right? She goes to where, she goes to the auto races. She goes to NASCAR. She goes to the drag races, where any place you can place a bet. It's not just shooting dice. It's anywhere you place a bet. Tell us honestly, Arcad, did she whisper to you to place your bet upon those gray horses from Nevia yesterday? I was standing just behind you and could scarce believe my ears when I heard thee place thy bet upon the grays. Like, I heard you place a bet, bro, that I don't know what the hell you was doing. Why'd you do that? That was a crazy bet. Thou knowest as well as any of us that no team in Assyria can beat our beloved bays in a fair race. Why did you bet on them slow ass gray horses? Did you think the goddess of good luck was going to whisper to you? Did the goddess whisper in thy ear to bet upon the gray horses, because at the last turn the inside black would stumble and so it interfere with our bays that the grays horses would win the race and score an unearned victory? Did you think that maybe our horses was going to trip up and fall so that them slow ass gray horses that never win would somehow win an unearned race? Arcad smiled indulgently at the banter. What reason have we to feel the good goddess would take that much interest in any man's bet upon a horse race? To me, she is a goddess of love and dignity, whose pleasure it is to aid those who are in need and to reward those who are deserving. I look to find her not at the gaming tables, not in Las Vegas, not at the horse races, where men lose more gold than they win, but in other places where the doings of men are more worthwhile and more worthy of reward. I'm not looking for her to show up in Vegas, bro. I don't care if she shows up at the horse race, at the car race. In tilling the soil, in honest trading, in all of man's occupations, there is an opportunity to make a profit upon his efforts and his transactions. Perhaps not all the time will be rewarded because sometimes his judgment may be faulty, and other times the winds and the weather may defeat his efforts. Yet, if he persists, ooh, I like that word. If he persists, he or she, right? Because I'm talking to women too. This book was written in 1926, you guys, and it's talking about what was written 4,000 to 8,000 years ago. So whenever I say he, understand I mean he and she today. Yet, some people don't always make money. Sometimes the gigs don't always call. Sometimes the job tells you that you don't have no hours this week. Sometimes the weather doesn't permit you to even do what you do. Yet, if he persists, he may usually expect to realize his profit. This is so because the chances of profit are always in his favor. But when a man playeth the games, the situation is reversed, for the chances of profit are always against him and always in favor of the gamekeeper. The house always wins, basically. The game is so arranged that it will always favor the house, or in the book, the keeper. It is his business at which he plans to make a liberal profit for himself from the coins bet by the players. The few players realize how certain are the gamekeeper's profits and how uncertain are their own chances to win. For example, let us consider wagers placed upon the cube, dice. Let's talk about the dice game, you guys. Each time each time we throw the dice, we bet which side will be the uppermost. We bet on 7, rolling a 7 or 11, right? If it be the red side, the game master pays us 4 times our bet. If we hit double 6, we get paid 4 times the bet. But if any of the other 5 sides come upon the uppermost, we lose our money. If we hit lucky 7, we win. If we hit anything else, our money is gone. Thus, the figures show that for each time we throw the dice, we have 5 chances to lose. But because the red pays out 4 to 1, we have 4 chances to win. In a night's play, the game master can expect to keep for his profit 1/5 of all coins wagered. Can a man expect to win more than occasionally against the odds, so arranged that he should lose 1/5 of all his bets? Sidebar, think about that, you guys. If you win 4 times the money. If you lose, which is 5, you have 5 chances to lose. That means it doesn't matter if you win or lose, the house wins 1/5. Every time you throw the dice, the house wins, even when they're paying you. Did anybody ever think about it like that? And I get it. Blackjack is not the same. I'm sorry, not blackjack. Craps. The craps table is not the same. There's different type of bets. We've evolved from that. But this is the primitive version of craps. You can, if you hit your number, bro, you will win. And they just threw 1 die, right? It wasn't 2 dice. It was just 1 die, and it had all these different colors, but only one of them was red. And if the red hit, you won. But if it hit anything else, you lost. And you was put up small dollars and everybody played, but the house won every time. That's cold-blooded. Quiet. Oh, wait. Yet some men do win large sums at times. One volunteers, one of the listeners. So, one person says sometimes men win big money. Quite so, they do, Arcot continued. But realizing this, the question comes to me whether money secured in such ways brings permanent value to those who are this lucky. Among my acquaintances, among my people, are many of the successful men in Babylon. Yet among them, I am unable to name a single rich friend of mine who started his business from such a source, from luck, from Vegas. Did you guys know that Federal Express, FedEx, the owner back in the 70s, bet his last money in Vegas to start the company FedEx to go up against UPS? That's a story. Go look it up. He had lost his money. He was at wit's end, and he didn't have any more money to start the company. So he went to Vegas and bet the shit, and he won big. And he used that money that he won to start FedEx. And now you already know FedEx today. But not one of my rich friends started their business by the money they won in Vegas or at the horse races, bruh. What up, Joel? Salute, man. Good to have you here, bro. Hey, LaRonda. You who are gathered here tonight know many more of our substantial citizens. To me, it would be of much interest to learn how many of our successful citizens can credit the gaming tables with their start to success. Suppose each of you tell those you know, what say you? After a prolonged silence, a wage ventured. Wouldst thou include the gamekeepers? If you think of no one else, Arcot responded. If not one of you can think of anyone else, you can't think of anybody that made big money or started a company or became rich through Vegas, then how about yourselves? Are there any consistent winners here with us who hesitate to advise such a source for their incomes? Does anybody here make a living in Vegas? Does anybody here pay their rent, pay their mortgage, buy their food, buy the winnings they get at the slot machines? Speak up. Anybody? His challenge were answered by a series of groans. In the rear, taking up a spread amongst much laughter. Nobody said anything. They were just like, shit, not me. I bet I go to Vegas. I throw a couple thousand on it, but shit, I ain't no professional gambler. It would seem we are not seeking good luck in such places as the goddess frequents. Even though she's in Vegas a lot, that ain't where we're looking for good luck. Therefore, let us explore other fields. Excuse me, y'all. There we go. Therefore, look at my voice change. Therefore, let us explore other fields. We have not found it in picking up lost wallets. Neither have we found it haunting the game tables. As to the races, I must confess to have lost far more money than I have ever won at the horse races. Now, suppose we consider our trades and business. Let's think about our what we do for a living in our business. Is it not natural if we conclude a profitable transaction to consider it not good luck, but just reward for our efforts? I am inclined to think we may be overlooking the gifts of the goddess. Perhaps she really does assist us when we do not appreciate her generosity. Who can suggest further discussion? Therefore, an elderly merchant arose, smoothing his genteel white robe. With thy permission, most honorable Arcad and my friends, I offer a suggestion. If you have said we take credit to our own industry and ability for our business success, why not consider the success we almost enjoyed but which escaped us? Happenings which would have been most profitable. They would have been rare examples of good luck if they had actually happened. Because they were not brought to fulfillment, we cannot consider them as our just rewards. Surely many men have such experiences to relate. Here is a wise approach, Arcad approved. Who among you, who in here, has had good luck with your grasp only to see it escape? How many of you guys almost got that deal, but you didn't land the deal? They didn't, you put in a bid, but they didn't take your offer. How many of you guys submitted to a gig, but somebody else got, you almost got it? How many of you guys put in a bid on a contract and they considered you, but damn, somebody beat you out? Many hands were raised now, among them that of a merchant. Arcad motioned to him to speak. As you suggest this approach, we should like to hear from you first, is what Arcad said to that guy. I will gladly relate a tale, he resumed. That doth illustrate how closely unto a man good luck may approach and how blindly he may permit it to escape, much to his loss and later regret. We only have 6 pages left, guys. Many years ago, when I was a young man, just married and well started to earning, my father did come one day and urge most strongly that I enter into an investment. Why did this? Okay, sidebar. This reminds me, did I tell you guys a story of when my mother told me in 1999 to buy a condominium in Inglewood, California for 60 grand? My mom called me. She said, Shannon, there's a condo available in I didn't have any property at the time. And she said, Shannon, there's a condo available in Inglewood. They want $60,000. I think you should buy it. And I think I was still living in Hawthorne at the time. I hadn't moved to Beverly Hills yet. And I had said, nah, 60 grand. Now, mind you, I had just bought a car that was $42,000. I had just bought a 2000. This is 99. I had just bought a 2000 Lexus GS 300, black on black leather with navigation. I was the man. I was the shit. To women, I didn't have to say much. I could just drove up. But I was good looking. I was a noob. I had all that going on. I had just started my company. I had made a bunch of money to even buy that car. Doing some work in Africa, sending computers to Africa. My mom said, Shan, baby, she liked the car. My mom, she liked the Lexus. She thought, oh, that's nice. While she drove her Mercedes. She's like, oh, that's nice. But I think you should get this condo. And I'm renting at the time. I'm renting in an apartment building. I didn't listen to my mother. I did not listen to my mother. My mother being the owner of many properties, I didn't listen to her. $60,000, you guys. And I own it. No mortgage, no rent, no nothing. I would have owned it for 60 grand in Inglewood, California. Today, that same place is worth $400,000. Today, that same address that she gave me in 1999, which was roughly 23 years ago, is worth $400,000. When I tell you, listen to your mom, listen to your mom. Listen to your OGs, listen to your OGs. I know you think you know what the fuck you're doing. How old was I in 99? I was 26, 72, 82, 92, 26, 27. I was 26, 27 years old. My mother said, buy this condo for 60 grand. I had a bunch of money and I didn't listen to her. Because I was too busy ripping and running, chasing women, partying. I was clubbing and shit. I was doing all that shit. $400,000 today. And an unlimited, and it would have been perpetual money making for me on the rent that I would have been. Come on, you guys. Anyways, let's continue the story. Many years ago, when I was a young man, just married and well started to earning, my father did come. My father did come one day and urged most strongly that I enter in an investment. The son of one of his good friends had taken notice of a barren tract of land not far beyond the outer walls of our city. It lay high above the canal where no water could reach it. The son of my father's friend devised a plan to purchase this land, build 3 large water wheels that could be operated by oxen, and thereby raise the life-giving waters to the fertile soil. This accomplished, he planned to divide into small tracts and sell to the residents of the city for herb patches. The son of my father's friend did not possess sufficient gold to complete such an undertaking. Like myself, He was a young man, earning a fair sum. His father, like mine, was a man of large family and small means. He therefore decided to interest a group of men to enter the enterprise with him. The group was to comprise 12, each of whom must be a money earner and agree to pay 1/10 his earnings into the enterprise until the land was made ready for sale. All would then share justly in the profits in proportion to their investment. Right? Brittany was 15 years old. Thou, my son, bespoke my father unto me, art now in thy young manhood. It is my deep desire that thou begin the building of a valuable estate for myself, that thou mayest become respected among men. I desire to see thou profit from knowledge of thoughtless mistakes of thy father. This do I most adherently desire, my father, I replied. Then this do I advise. Do what I should have done at thy age. From thy earnings, keep 1/10 to put into favorable investments. With this 1/10 of thy earnings, and what will it earn also, thou canst, before thou art my age, accumulate for thyself a valuable estate. Thy words are words of wisdom, my father. Greatly do I desire riches, yet there are many uses to which my earnings are called. I got a lot of bills. Therefore, do I hesitate to do as thou advise? I am young. There's plenty of time. I'm young. I hear that all the time. Hey, Lotus. What up, Lotus Eater? Yeah, I love this book, man. Thank you. We're reading it. I'm young, man. I got time. You know, that's the biggest thing I hear from young people. When I tell them like to stay in the gym or get fit or take your vitamins and shit, or do this with their money or do this with their with becoming rich. They want to be rich, but I'm young. Their biggest response is, I got time. I'm only X amount of age. I'm like, okay. I'll be like, okay, if you say so. So I thought at thy age, yet behold, many years have passed, and I have not yet made the beginning. We live in a different age, my father. I shall avoid thy mistakes. Opportunity stands before thee, my son. It is offering a chance that may lead to wealth. I beg of thee, do not delay. Go upon the morrow to the son of my friend and bargain with him to pay 10% of thy earnings into this investment. Go promptly upon the morrow. Go first thing in the morning. Opportunity waits for no man. Today it is here. Soon it is gone. Therefore, don't delay. In spite of the advice of my father, I did hesitate. My father told me, don't wait, bruh. Go tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Go put it on. Put your 10% down, man. Trust me. That's what his dad told him. But in spite of his father's advice, I did hesitate. There were beautiful new robes just brought by the tradesmen from the east. Robes of such richness and beauty, my good wife and I felt we must each possess one of these robes. The new J's just came out. The new shoes just came out. Louis Vuitton just dropped that new purse. I had to have, me and my wife, the new car came out. Me and my wife had to have that car. Should I agree to pay 1/10 of my earnings into this enterprise that my dad told me to do? We must deprive, and then we won't be able to get this. We won't be able to buy the car. We won't be able to get the Louis Vuitton. We won't be able to go to the club tonight. We must deprive ourselves of these and other pleasures we dearly desired. So I delayed making a decision until it was too damn late, much to my subsequent regret. The enterprise did prove to be more profitable than any man had prophesied. This is my tale showing how I did permit good luck to escape. In this tale, we see how good luck waits to come to a man who accepts opportunity. Commented a swarthy man of the desert. To the building of an estate, there must always be the beginning. That start may be a few pieces of gold or silver, which man diverts from his earnings to his first investment. I myself am the owner of many herds. This is Arcot speaking. The start of my herds I did begin when I was a mere boy and did purchase with one piece of silver and a young calf. This, being the beginning of my wealth, was of great importance to me. To take his first start to building an estate is as good luck as any can come to a man. With all men, that first step, which changes them from men who earn from their own labor to men who draw dividends from the earnings of their gold, is important. Some fortunately take it when young and thereby outstrip in financial success those who do take it later, or those unfortunate men, like thy father of this merchant, who never take it. Had our friend the merchant taken this step in his early manhood when his opportunity came to him, today he would be blessed with much more of this world's goods. Should the good luck of our friend, the cloth wearer, cause him to take such a step at this time, it will indeed be but the beginning of much greater good fortune. Thank you. I'd also like to speak. A stranger from another country stood up. I'm a Syrian. Not so well do I speak your tongue. I wish to call this friend the merchant a name. Maybe you think it not polite, this name, yet I wish to call him that. You might not like the name I want to give him, but I still want to call him this. But alas, I not know your word for it, because remember, he's from Syria. This is Babylon. Obviously, it's two different languages. Basically, I don't really speak good Spanish, but I want to call you something that we call it in English. An idiot. No, I wish to call him that, but alas, I not know your word for it in Babylonian language. I'm doing my best to speak Babylonian. If I do call it in Syrian, you will not understand. You don't understand what an idiot is in English. Therefore, please, some good gentleman, tell me that right name that you call a man who puts off doing things that might do good for him. Procrastinator, called out a voice. That's him, shouted the Syrian, waving his hands excitedly. He accepts not opportunity when she comes. He waits. He says, I have much business right now. Bye, I'll talk to you later. Opportunity, she will not wait for such slow fellows. She thinks if a man desires to be lucky, he will step quickly. Any man not stepping quickly when opportunity comes, he is a big procrastinator, like our friend, the merchant. The merchant arose and bowed good-naturedly in response to the laughter. My admiration to thee, stranger within our gates, who hesitates not to speak the truth. And now let us hear another tale of opportunity. Who has for us another experience? Demanded Arcot. Procrastinators. How many of you guys are procrastinators? How many procrastinators are listening to Shannon read this book right now? How many of you guys procrastinated on doing something that you should have did last year that would be doing you real good today? How many of you guys how many of you guys ignored an opportunity that you had 2-3 years ago, that if you would have did it, you'd be good today? I'm not even going to talk about Bitcoin. We're not going to talk about Bitcoin because I know y'all are mad. I know we ain't going to talk about Dogecoin. When Dogecoin was a fraction of a penny. I bought Dogecoin when it was a fraction of a penny. Dogecoin now is today, I think it's 12 cents. Dogecoin got up to 75 cents. It was a fraction of a penny. You could have bought, I'll give you this example. You could have bought 1 million Dogecoin for $100 and sold it when it got 75 cents. You'd have $750,000. For $100 investment, you could have had $750,000, $750,000. I ain't talking about crypto. How many of you guys have made a mistake and skipped out on the opportunity? Well, let's hear another story. I got a story. I have, responded a red robe man of middle age. I'm a buyer of animals, mostly camels and horses. Sometimes I do also buy, sheeps and goats. The tale I'm about to relate will tell truthfully how opportunity came one night when I did least expect it. Perhaps for this reason, I did let it escape. Of this, you shall be the judge. Returning to the city one evening after a disheartening 10 days journey in search of camels, I went out looking for some camels to buy, guys. 10 days I was out there. I was much angered to find the gates of the city closed and locked. I went to go get these camels. The goddamn store was closed. It took me 10 days to get there. When my slaves spread out our tent for the night, which we looked to spend with little food and no water, I was approached by an elderly farmer who, like ourselves, found himself locked outside the gate. Honored sir, he addressed me. From thy appearance, I do judge thee to be a buyer. If this be so, much would I like to sell to thee the most excellent flock of sheep just driven up. Alas, my good wife lies very sick with the fever. My wife was sick. She had, she caught the Rona. I must return with all haste, man. I don't have time to buy no sheep, bro. My girl is sick. I got to get to the house. My girl she's down bad. Her face is swollen. I can't be out here fucking around with y'all. I got to get to the house. I got to get her medicine. I must return with all haste, but buy thou sheep that I and my slaves may mount our camels and travel back without delay. So dark it was that I could not see his flock. I couldn't see his flock. It was too dark at night. It ain't like they had city lights, y'all. But from the bleating, I did know it must be large. Having wasted 10 days searching for camels that I could not find, I was glad to bargain with this guy. In his anxiety, he did set a most reasonable price. I accepted, well knowing my slaves could drive the flock through the city gates in the morning and sell it at a substantial profit. So this guy had a sick wife. He needed to get back home. He had a bunch of sheep. I didn't come for sheep. I went out looking for camels. I came back home, but at nighttime, they locked the gates of the city. You can't get in. You got to wait till the morning. This guy came with sheep. He wanted to sell us, but he had to go and he couldn't spend the night. So he wanted to sell me these sheep and he gave me a good price. I bought them. I knew that I had my slaves. They was going to drive these sheep into the city when they opened up in the morning. All right. The bargain concluded. I called my slaves to bring torches that we may count the flock, which the farmer declared to contain 900 sheep. I shall not burden you, my friends, with a description of our difficulty in attempting to count so many thirsty, restless, milling sheep. It proved to be an impossible task. Therefore, I bluntly informed the farmer I would not count them at daylight. No, I would count them when the light came on and pay him then. Bruh, you got too many goddamn sheep. It's nighttime. We tired. We ain't got no food. I mean, we got a little bit of food and we ain't got no water. My slaves ain't about to count all these fucking sheep. Ain't no lights out here. Look, just chill. I'll count them in the morning. Please, most honorable sir, is what the guy said. Pay me 2/3 of the price tonight, that I may be on my way to my sick wife. I will leave my most intelligent and educated slave here to assist to make the count in the morning. He is trustworthy, and to him thou canst pay the balance. He'll pay you the balance. I mean, you could pay him the balance, and he'll bring that to me later. But I was stubborn. And I refused to make the payment that night. The next morning, before I woke, the city gates opened and 4 buyers rushed out in search of flocks. They were most eager and willing to pay high prices because the city was threatened with siege and food was not plentiful. Nearly 3 times the price at which he had offered the flock to me did the old farmer receive for it. Thus was rare good luck allowed to escape. Here's a tale of most unusual, comments archive. What wisdom doth this suggest? Hold on, y'all. The wisdom of making a payment immediately. When are convinced our bargains is wise, suggested a venerable saddle maker. If the bargain be good, then thou need protection against thy own weaknesses as much as against any other man. We mortals are changeable. Alas, I must say, more apt to change our minds when right than wrong. Wrong, we are stubborn indeed. Right, we are prone to vacillate and let opportunity escape. My first judgment is my best. Yet always I have found it difficult to compel myself to proceed with a good bargain when made. Therefore, as a protection against my own weaknesses, I do make a prompt deposit thereon. This doubt save me from later regrets for the good luck that shall be mine. Thank you. Again, I'd like to speak. The Syrian was upon his feet once more. These tales, much alike, each opportunity, fly away for the same reason. Each time she come to a procrastinator. So here, once again, you wanted to wait to buy these damn sheep the next morning. You wouldn't even get a man 2/3 and let him go home to his sick wife. So you made him stay all night. And as soon as the gates opened up, other people came rushing out to pay him 2/3. I'm sorry, to pay him 3 times to 4 times more for those same sheep than he was offering it to you. But because your ass procrastinated, you missed out on that money. That was easy money, bro. Easy money. All you had to do was pay the man 2/3, go to bed, wake up the next morning, and you just 4 times your money. Each time she comes to the procrastinator bringing good plan, each time that guy hesitates, not say right now is the best time. I do it quick. How can men succeed that way? Wise are thy words, my friends. Responded the buyer. Good luck fled from procrastination in both these tales, yet this is not unusual. The spirit of procrastination is well within all men. We desire riches. We all want to be rich, get the bag. Yet how often when opportunity arises before us, that spirit of procrastination from within doth urge various delays in our acceptance. In listening, only 1 page left, guys. Here we go. In listening to it, we do become our worst enemies. In my younger days, I did not know it by this long word our friend from Syria doth enjoy, procrastinator. I did think at first it was my own poor judgment that did cause me loss of many profitable trades. Later, I did credit it to my stubborn disposition. At last, I did recognize it for what it was, a habit of needless delaying where action was required, action prompt and decisive. How I did hate it when its true character stood revealed with the bitterness of a wild ass hitched to a chariot. I did not loose this, I did break loose from this enemy to my success. Thank you. I like to ask a question from Mr. Merchant. The Syrian was speaking. You wear fine robes. I mean, you look like you got money, not like those of poor men. You speak like a successful man. Tell us, do you listen now when procrastination whispers in your ear? Do you wait? Do you hesitate now after you fucked up that one time? After you fucked up on that bag, do you still procrastinate? Like our friend the buyer, I also recognize and conquer procrastination, responded the merchant. To me, it proved to be an enemy ever watching and waiting to thwart my accomplishments. The tale I did relate is but one of many similar instances I can tell to show how it drove away my opportunities. 'Tis not difficult to conquer once understood. No man willingly permits the thief to rob his bins of grain, nor does any man willingly permit an enemy to drive away his customers and rob him of his profits. When once I did recognize that such acts as these my enemy was committing with determination, I conquered him. So must every man master his own spirit of procrastination before he can expect to share in the rich treasures of Babylon. What saith Arcad? Because thou art the richest man in Babylon, many do proclaim thee to be the luckiest. Do you agree with me that no man can arrive at a full measure of success until he has completely crushed the spirit of procrastination within him? It is even as thou sayest, Arcad admitted. During my long life, I have watched generation following generation, marching forward along those avenues of trade, science, and learning that lead to success in life. Opportunities came to all these men. Some grasped theirs and moved steadily to the gratification of their deepest desires, but the majority hesitated, faltered, and fell behind. Arcad turned to the clothware. Thou didst suggest that we debate good luck. Let us hear what thou now thinkest upon the subject. And here we go. We wrap it up with this. I do see good luck in different light. I had thought of it as something most desirable that might happen to a man without effort upon his part. I thought luck was just luck. I thought you didn't have to do nothing to be lucky. Now I do realize such happenings are not the sort of thing one may attract to himself. From our discussion, I have learned that to attract good luck to yourself, it is necessary to take advantage of opportunities, everybody. Therefore, in the future, I shall endeavor to make the best of such opportunities as do come to me. Thou hast well grasped the truths brought forth in our discussion, Arcad replied. Good luck, we do find, often follows opportunity, but seldom comes otherwise. Our merchant friend would have found great luck had he accepted the opportunity the good goddess did present to him. Our friend, the buyer, likewise, would have enjoyed good luck had he completed the purchase of the flock and sold it at such a handsome profit. We did pursue this discussion to find a means by which good luck could be enticed to us. I feel that we have found the way. Both the tales did illustrate how good luck follows opportunity. Herein lies a truth that many similar tales of good luck won or lost could not change. The truth is this: good luck can be enticed by accepting opportunity. Those eager to grasp opportunities for their betterment do attract the interest of the good luck goddess. She is ever anxious to aid those who please her. Men of action please her best. Action will lead thee forward to the successes thou desire. Men of action Men and women of action are favored by the goddess of good luck. Damn. Monday, we only read 3 pages? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Let me close this out. Where's this at? Let's close that. Let's kill this. My whole screen flashes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have read another chapter in The Richest Man in Babylon. Hey, Princessa. Good to see you. We're done, you guys. So what did we learn? What did we learn? Is luck really just luck? Or does luck come to those who take the opportunities that's given to them? Whenever an opportunity is presented to you and you hesitate, you procrastinate, you can kiss luck goodbye. Luck don't fuck with you. If you're a procrastinator, luck does not fuck with procrastinators. Everybody look at me. Look at me. I'm looking dead at you. I'm looking directly into my camera. Luck does not fuck with procrastinators. Luck only comes to those who do. Remember I said, only the doers are blessed. My very first podcast. Anybody go back to High Value Shan, scroll all the way down to the very first episode number 1. Only the doers are blessed. Only those who do are blessed. You sitting around wondering if you should do something, coming up with excuses on doing it, hemming and hawing. Oh, you'll get to it later. Oh, I'm not sure if I want to do that. You worried, you worry warts. You out there. What do they call it? Analysis paralysis. Only the doers are blessed. Good luck comes to those who do. Good luck goddess doesn't fuck with procrastinators. I don't know how many of you guys was presented with something that you should have done last year that you didn't do. That right now you are kicking yourself in the ass for. You may not admit it. You won't tell your mom. You won't tell your father. You won't tell your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt. You're not going to tell your best friend or your coworkers. You're not going to say nothing to nobody because you know goddamn well you should have did it. In fact, one of those people probably told you to do it and you didn't. I told you the story about my mother telling me to buy that condo for $60,000 in 1999. Today it's worth $400,000. I had the money to buy it in 1999. I didn't get it. Somebody else came in and paid cash for it. That was a mistake. I don't want that to happen to you guys. Good luck only fucks with those who do. So don't come talking about how you want to be rich, how you want to be wealthy, how you want to live good, how you want to eat good, how you want to drive good, how you want to travel good, how you want to sleep good. You can't talk about how you want to do and how you want to live life well. And when opportunity knocks on your door, you ignore them. You ignore opportunity. No more procrastinating, guys. No more procrastinating. That's right, Brittany B. I'm a doer. Exactly, because only the doers are blessed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do our giveaway. And I will release you guys to have a wonderful Thursday. Let's do our giveaway. Let's go here. My screen had a glitch. I don't know why my shit glitched like that, but it's all good. All right. I hope everybody types salute in the chat because I'm about to do the giveaway. Let's move this screen over here. Let's scroll up. Let's close the entries. And the winner is, let's wait for the entries to close. And the winner of today's giveaway is Jamal Abdullah. Jamal Abdullah. You don't believe me? Look at that. Jamal Abdullah. See, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. The system selected Jamal Abdullah to be the winner today. The system selected Jamal Abdullah to be the winner today. Jamal, follow the instructions, and we got you covered, bro. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the super stickers. Thank you for those that supports this channel. Thank you for the people that watch. Please subscribe to the channel, you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate your subscription. You have an unlimited supply of subscribes. Please like the video. You have an unlimited supply of likes. You all have unlimited thumbs up. Please like the video, subscribe. Join the channel as a member. Join the SR Army. I appreciate you. I promise you I'll take your life to the next level. All I do is talk about shit that you need to hear. All I do is talk about things that you need to hear. That's all I do. Some people call me a preacher. I don't preach the gospel though. I preach prosperity. I tell you things that you need to hear, and I say it in a way that you may not like to hear it, but I don't give a damn about your feelings, you guys. I don't care how you feel about how I say it. I only care that you listen to what I'm saying. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. You guys, remember, tap into our next chapter of Rich People Read. We're going to be reading again on Monday. No, I'm sorry. Tomorrow. I'm thinking today's Friday. I forgot this was supposed to be done yesterday. We're reading tomorrow morning. Again, it's only 3 pages though. Today we read 11 pages today. Tomorrow we're only reading 3 funky pages. So tap in with me tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. So you could catch the next 3 pages. Remember, reading is the way to financial freedom, to unlock intelligence, to be able to have better conversations with people. Does everybody know what a score is? I bet you know now. You didn't know before, but you know what a score is now. You had no idea what a score is. Hold on, let me hit complete so Jamal can get credited for this. Cool. You guys didn't know what a score was before, but you know what it is now. So, reading is the way to be able to have better conversations, to know what the fuck you're talking about. I tell people all the time, think before you speak, and don't get in an argument when you don't know 100% what you're talking about. The best way to, Shannon, you act like a know-it-all. I do, because generally I know it all. Well, what do you mean? You're saying you're never wrong? Yeah, I am wrong. And when I am wrong, I say it right away. I don't wait days. And rarely do I ever get into a discussion, almost never, where I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not arguing with on some shit I think. I've learned in my 20s that was a bad thing to do. When I got into my 30s, I realized, Shannon, you should probably only argue shit that you know absolutely 100% about. By doing that, I learned that I stopped losing arguments. Of course, sometimes people have to go do some research. And once they come back with the research, I look at them and say, I'll be waiting for my apology. Waiting for them to say, okay, my bad. Because I don't get into arguments that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. How do you do that? Read, you ladies and gentlemen. Reading is the way to expand your mind, but also your bank account. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll see you tomorrow morning. You, my friends, are dismissed.
Yeah. Escucha. Mío en tu habitación, solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón, por ti corro un maratón, solo de la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor, pa' mí no es suficiente, yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión, somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Mira, somos perfectos, es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos, porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso me antojo. Chica, necesito mis anteojos, quiero verte en noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor, a mí no es suficiente, yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión, somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada.